Should be good.
Okay.
Now imagine the famine of the word.
Oh man.
You know, right now you already got a biometric your way into your phone.
Yeah.
Face ID.
Yeah.
Face ID.
Yeah.
Hey, you use Face ID to go on your phone?
Nah, I switched back to his.
but it was an option, right?
It's an option, right?
Everybody's got or a fingerprint.
Yeah.
Everything's biometric now. Is it good? Let's see. It's all good. Oh, we're back, baby.
Okay.
Let's go, brothers. All right,
So,
Matthews.
Yeah, Matthew.
Yep.
So this is Matthew 24.
Because then you could go from that Isaiah 54, the waster, then Isaiah, this is he,
Okay.
and that pretty much be camp, you know.
Got you. And I still got Sirach 17.
Yeah, well, so we'll do Matthew 24 and Sirach to get on this people.
All right. This is Matthew 24, and I'll start at verse. I'm gonna start at 32. Okay.
Okay.
And it says, "Now learn a parable of the fig tree, when its branch is yet tender, and put forth the leaves, ye know that summer is nigh.
Yep.
So likewise ye, when ye shall see all these things."
But these people can't discern what time we're in.
Right.
I had to check myself. I'm like, I was surprised to see someone buying a home on the street I was on, but I'm like, wait a minute, they're supposed to do that.
Right.
So you know you can't equate people's actions to yours.
Yeah.
You know something they don't. That's why it says more has been given to you than even man understands.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be buying and selling until the end.
Yeah.
You know? So if you're in the real estate, you're a brother that sells real estate, you still can make money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, truly.
People are still buying and selling, man. They're still financing vehicles, everything.
Yeah.
Planning vacations, you know?
Business as usual.
Because it's the days of Noah.
For real. People are not worried. People don't. It says that the secrets are given unto the Lord's prophets. So these people, like, they don't have the same mindset as we do. They're not thinking about Babylon being destroyed. None of that. The MOTB, none. No prophecies at all.
Just like us in the world.
Right.
But I will say this, and I know you've mentioned before, even in the world when I was a Gentile, I still knew this shit was gonna end.
Right. Yeah.
I'm like, this shit about to end.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember when I first found out about McDonald's, I dropped that shit
man.
immediately.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I knew the Lord was coming back because it's that zeal. Because you read the Bible, Revelation. It says back in Matthew 24 and 33. So likewise ye, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near.
All these floods, all these natural disasters, everything's culminating. It's like, imagine if you had like a cloth, right? And there was all these marbles. And then this cloth you pulled in the middle down,
right? Everything
would just crash, right? That's what it's like. Everything is coming together. Everything is all happening, the picture. That's why it says the vision.
Apostle Tahar did a lesson. He said pressure from above and pressure from below.
Right. Hegelian dialectic. So this is all set up, order out of chaos. Notice how now, all of a sudden, it was Gaza. And Amalek, Persia. Now they're gone. And now what's next? AI. Executive order. Dr. Wizard of Oz. You know?
Genius Act.
Yeah, Genius Act. Stablecoin. Futurists. Digital currency.
Man.
You know?
Everything is coming, all together.
Yep. Why is money and technology coming together?
Right. With medical. Excuse me.
Oh! Yeah. No, just like that's Esau. We got you.
Right.
We got you, nigga. It's like the monkey, you know?
But it makes sense why he would use that route to just like with Elon Oaktree. With the Endlink. I don't want to say too much. But it's through through
well-being.
Through well-being.
Right.
And it says Matthew 24 and 34. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled.
So we believe through faith we are that generation.
Right.
We don't believe that 1,000 years from now, 20 or 30 years from now, okay? And Esau don't even got that much time. Because you got to think about the elites that have been planning this. They want to reap that. That's why they're talking about living forever. They like, nigga, we want that.
Right.
You know?
Right. And it says, heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away.
Right.
But of that day and hour, no
rulership.
Man. Right.
The rulership will pass away. That's why it says a new earth. There will be a new earth. Okay, to where when people come back, it's gonna look. Are we on the same planet?
Right.
That's why in Planet of Apes, he thought he was on a different planet until the first one.
Yeah.
And then he saw the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
He didn't even know he was like in New York.
Bro.
He thought he was on a whole nother planet. Remember?
He was like, they did it.
He said, "You did it.
Yeah.
You did it.
Damn you.
You did it."
Nah, that's a good movie.
Yeah.
But guess what? He still didn't repent though.
No.
Yeah.
Just like it says in the scriptures.
Yep.
He's not about to repent.
Nope.
The elites.
Yep.
You know?
Because that which is crooked can't be made straight.
That's right. But even what's that? Hebrews 12:16. He can't even repent.
No.
You know, he's through.
Even when our kingdom's established here on earth, it's going to take a few generations for these nations to be fully indoctrinated. Mm-hmm. That's why it says the Egyptians and the relatives of Rebecca and Leah, their father is Syrian, Armenian
or something.
Yeah, it's like I gotta look it up.
Armenian or
But basically, that's what for Deuteronomy 23 is not Edomite. It's Assyrian,
Right.
or Syria, so Syrian. But they can't enter into the third congregation, meaning they're gonna have to be retaught, and by the third offspring,
Right.
like the Willie Lynch letter. Remember the Willie Lynch letter?
Yeah.
Didn't he
Yep.
say that?
Yeah.
You know? So it makes sense. So not the first generation of slaves, maybe not even the second, but by the third, they will be fully
Right.
ready to serve, you know?
Exactly. Right. It don't mean that they're gonna have the new covenant in the inward part.
No.
They're gonna be able to.
Operate in
Yeah.
society.
Yeah.
You now can, like prison. That's why they call it a correctional facility.
Right.
So the first 1,000 years of our kingdom, it will be a correctional facility, okay? And you will be corrected, and you'll be brought into a manner that will be acceptable in public, civic, all right?
Back in Matthew 24:36, but of that day and hour, no man.
No, we don't know the day and hour, but we've been given signs to know that. We've been given signs to see that. Just like I think Lucas says a day a lot. That's why everybody gay now.
Yeah.
Men want to be bitches and bitches want to be men. That's even Rod envy, and Esau did a study on that. I was telling you about that. You know? Identify as a man, but then still getting popped.
Confusion, man.
You know? This shit is sick out here. This is what the flesh has done in the end days. I've met literally women that are just like overweight, and she'll be like, I'm asexual. But she'll still get rocked. But they're through up here. Okay? This is the nastiness that we see. You know? What you got?
It's just like in Revelation 2:27. It reads, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron.
We won't read that one yet.
Okay.
We'll read that one. We could probably end it on that once we get to after Esau's done.
Okay.
We can end it on that because that's exactly what we're gonna have to do. Because that beat the Potter.
Yeah.
That means indoctrinate.
Psalms 2:9.
Right. We're gonna indoctrinate your ass. Remember, like we're gonna Deuteronomy 25, everybody.
Yeah.
Remember when you were in school, they would beat your hands.
Yep.
Yeah.
They would beat you. You got put in a corner.
Yeah. Time out.
You got red, big. What was that? Red gum, big red. They
Yeah.
put it on your nose.
The dunce cap.
Yep. Which that shit's satanic.
That's witchcraft.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, they believe that would funnel thoughts.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Like Aleister Crowley,
Yeah. Exactly.
they wore that shit
Yeah.
to funnel thoughts. Which a fun fact is why people wear tinfoil hats to make fun of conspiracy theories. Which conspiracy theory came out because the CIA created that so no one will question Kennedy's Control Alt Delete.
Yep.
The man who created the tinfoil or that had that where that came from, he actually was C-hipped. So to stop him from having mental breakdowns,
Yeah.
he wrapped tinfoil around his head to block the frequency. So they actually C-hipped him, and he put that around his head. That's a whole, you can look that up.
Yeah, yep.
That's a real thing, man. So this guy, Esau, is wicked. A lot of people that are deemed crazy aren't crazy. Charles Manson was the result of MK. If
Yep.
you look at Charlie Manson in like the 1950s, he was a clean-cut, regular husband. Then they started producing L to the S to the D, and starting to see what that would do to general public. And then they created that whole thing. And then Sharon Stone, that was a sacrifice because that same year they so-called landed on the moon.
Yeah. And they were all off that, L to the S to the D.
Yep. Yep.
Back in the Matthew.
So while the world was worried about Ozzy Osbourne, we talk about Dr. Oz.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Back in Matthew 24 and verse 36, it says, "No, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only."
See? Nobody know. We don't know. That's why it's faith. So we're out here in the spirit or every day like that could be our last day. Hence why we get mad like, man, I should have did that lesson. But you be as diligent as you can. Okay? That's why in 1 Samuel 13, after King Saul got rebuked, the Lord had to tell Samuel that he's getting a man after his own heart.
Right.
So at the end of the day, where our mind is towards the Lord. The fact that you want to do the lesson is better than you just not doing it.
Right.
That's the biggest part right there. Like, did you want to do it though? See?
Right. And it reads, verse 37.
And that's why even in the midst of the law, if she gets raped, as long as she screams out, because in her mind she didn't want to go through with it, but the man's gonna overpower her. That's why in the law he gets put to death. But because she showed her mind towards her husband, but couldn't stop this terrible situation, that preserved her though. So that's why we scream out. Ezekiel 9. That's why we're sending formal complaints to the Lord.
That's right.
You can send formal complaints to the government, and that's a fucking process. But we could just pray to the Lord like that.
Right.
You don't need a .gov sign in.
Right.
And tell me how many hydrants you see. You gotta pick the pictures and shit. You know why they do that? Because if it was a computer, the computer would pick it like that. Then this dude came out and said they gave AI $20 to see how much money they could make, and AI paid someone to sign in to a website that had to prove you weren't a robot.
Oh, wow.
So AI figured a way to bypass that shit.
Wow.
All right?
Damn. Back in Matthew 24 and 37. But as the days of Noah were.
As the days of Noah were. Okay?
Man.
Go look at a concert. Eating, drinking, reveling, gyrating. Serious. It's like an Uncle Luke concert.
Yeah, bro.
And they used to get down on stage. Yeah. Literally. Doo-doo brown. Ew. You got to be completely in the flesh to do the things that these people are wanting to do. They're vaping, cavities, cigarette smoking, and tongue kissing. I'm sorry to put it like that, but it's disgustingly true. Yeah. Back up. I'm a Christian. I used to tell women that. I'm a Christian man. Get away from me.
Yeah.
You gotta be in a season, man. Just claim her and keep it pushing. It ain't even worth it, brothers. It's not worth it. You are in a time to lock in, man. Because Satan is looking for any way in.
Yeah. Like how it says in 1 John 2, 16, it speaks about the lust of the flesh.
Yeah, the flesh lusts. But we accept it, move on now. So now we move on. You accept it, move on. All right, get away. It's like when Dave Chappelle was walking through the club.
Yeah.
And he had to push people out. You just got to push that shit out the way. And sometimes it can be easier said than done, but the best thing to know is the flesh is already defeated.
Yeah,
and Yahweh Shai, because he came in the sinful flesh.
Right.
So now we lock it into our spiritual being. What are you, brothers? Huh? Are you Gabar because of your flesh or because of the spirit?
Right.
Are you Kratazah because of your flesh or the spirit? We don't even know really what tribe we are. So, but you'll feel like you're this tribe, but the flesh, they may think you're a different tribe.
Yeah.
So it's what you feel. Where's your spirit at? We're in a true hour. Worship the Father in spirit and truth. We're here to be in the spirit. That's what we're here for.
Right. Matthew 24 and 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
Just completely not thinking about anything but what could be pleasing to them now. Okay?
Yep.
Thinking about what they can do, who they can do, and when they can do it.
Yep.
That's meaning they are completely immersed in worldliness. You smell that? Like somebody car burning.
Yeah.
They gotta change their coolant.
Yeah.
That radiator go. You're gonna be riding home on H. not eat.
Yeah. You don't want that.
You don't want that smoke. You smell it? Read that again.
Somebody drove by.
Oh, okay. Brothers, you got a vehicle, man. Don't be ignorant of that. Take care of it. And you sisters too, man. Keep up on your maintenance here. If you need a vehicle in Babylon, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You need it. Keep up on all that. Keep up on your credentials, your monthly bills. You know, don't fall foolishly behind, man. Handle those responsibilities while you're still here.
Back in Matthew 24 and 38.
Better check your credit
Yeah,
before that social credit system, you know?
Matthew 24 and 38. For as in the days that were before the flood,
Right before the flood,
they were eating and drinking,
concerts, marriages,
festivals.
our anniversary, you know? Which ain't nothing wicked with an anniversary. It's a memorial, but the point is people are completely lost
Yep.
to the meaning of existence. Because what you're going to find out is Ishmael had 12 sons and served the 12 sons of Israel.
Yep.
What you're going to find out is the elder Edom was set up to serve the younger Israel. Oh, the youngest Israel, David, set the young in the midst of them.
Right.
Come on, man.
Right.
We weren't even the firstborn, but now we are. You know? Now we are.
Yeah.
So start acting like you're the first. Start acting like you got firstborn rights. You know? You more than all right. You got firstborn rights. You know? Keep going.
Right, man.
You gotta tell
It says we joint heirs.
You gotta tell yourself
Come on,
that.
man. We joint heirs with Yahushua, bro.
Because Babylon don't want you to know that. They don't want you to feel that. They don't want you to embrace that.
Yeah, man.
You know?
Just like the movie Mr. Glass. You know, she didn't want them to embrace their spiritual powers.
Yep.
To embrace, you know, their abilities.
And
But it got out anyway.
Yep.
You know?
My bad. And then in the end, remember she leaned down to Bruce,
Uh-huh.
which he's through now. He's got dementia. He don't even remember Die Hard.
Yeah, he's through, bro.
He don't even remember Yippee Ki-Yay.
Yeah.
But she looked down and told Bruce. She said, "But did I? What did she say? Did I get you?
Did I get you?
Did you almost believe?"
Yeah.
She wanted to know if she almost deceived him, but that means he was that you'd have to be of the elect.
Yep.
Because I believe AI is going to be a main tool, which AI is a tool. And I said this to the brother. I said, "Yo, AI is like a hammer." And then I asked it. I was like, "I don't know if this shit's listening to me."
Right.
It literally said,
Yeah.
"AI is a tool, just like a hammer."
You literally said that though.
Yeah.
Prior.
So you gotta. I believe AI is gonna be used as a tool to deceive the world.
Oh yeah, bro.
False anointed, false messiahs. In so much, if it was possible, it would deceive the very elect.
Yeah. They even do that now on social media. You got videos of AI.
You got AI rabbis, AI Quran teachers.
Oh, see, I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Let me fact check
You got
myself.
AI everything. Even with the whole mountain lion thing up here, they made an AI video of that mountain lion running through Rochester.
So it wasn't real?
No, the incident was real.
Okay.
But it was a video that surfaced. I saw it yesterday, but it was
Okay.
AI. But yes, that happened. But you know how people, folly sit in great dignity.
Right.
How they do shit.
Yeah. Rebi.io, world's first AI rabbi.
Wow.
AI rabbi. AI rabbi. Chat with Rabbi AI. Right here. Just look up AI rabbi.
Chatting with an evil spirit.
Why are they going to AI and not their God? You know? Hey, well, we defeated AI before the time of Joshua.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it again.
That's right.
And then guess what? We're gonna do it again.
That's right.
You know?
Come on, man. Back in Matthew 24 and verse 38, it says, they were eating and drinking.
Like the time of Nebuchadnezzar's son.
Yeah.
They were eating many tickle.
Yes.
They were eating and drinking then. Oh, in the movie Age of Ultron, it was all the Avengers and they were all eating and drinking.
Oh, wow.
And then Ultron presented himself.
Ah.
And then guess what he said? Not in that scene, but in that movie, he said, "Upon this rock, I'm gonna build my church."
Oh, wow.
Speaking about the rock of the earth.
Oh, wow.
And then he also,
That's what Yahushua said.
and I believe he
Wow.
also said, "I am." Yeah, bro.
That movie spiritual.
Yeah.
I gotta rewatch that.
Yeah.
Man.
And AI was the first created, and they rebuked Tony Stark. He's a wise man and teaming.
Yeah.
Because he created artificial intelligence, but it turned on him. Esau's blessing is ultimately set up to turn on him. Okay.
Just like the Terminator, Skynet.
But didn't Thanos make a reference to him in the End Game?
You know what? I'm boycotting Endgame.
Not what? Yeah, was.
Or you mean Infinity War?
Infinity Wars.
It was. I think it was Infinity War. He said they don't understand you. Something like.
Oh, I believe that.
Believe so.
I
He
believe
said
it.
something like they don't understand you. Like,
Yep.
And I had something to say too. I forgot. Let me just keep going to scriptures. This is Matthew 24. Oh yeah, there we go. Like in Terminator,
Yes,
the movie.
yes.
Skynet. The reason why it shot off the nukes is because it became self-aware. So like with Ultron, he became self-aware that he existed. And it was an article in End Times. I shared it early this morning or this afternoon, and it said that AI will ultimately become the extinction of humanity. That's what Esau says. but it's something that he created. You know,
whose humanity?
His humanity.
Because he's the end.
Right.
Yeah, your end.
Right.
You can't be believing we're all gonna die. No, you gonna die.
Esau always says that no, not we, you.
Right.
It's not our kingdom.
That's something that.
Yeah.
Come on. We got to come together and fight the aliens. No, that's a you problem.
First it's no blacks allowed.
Right.
And now it's we gotta go to war with Russia. Nigga, you French?
Right.
What you mean we?
Out of here. Back in Matthew 24 and 38, it says they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage
Right now.
until the day that Noah entered into the ark.
Yeah, just like with Jake. They got spirits on them, so they can't hear, see, or perceive. But then you got the heathen, who the Lord ain't even dealing with. This is the cultural lifestyle that they're going to be conducting before destruction comes.
Yeah.
So you have to understand that operating today. You might have just watched this video and you like, damn. Then you're going to go out into the grocery store and it looks regular.
Yeah.
But that's how it's supposed to be. That's what makes it precious.
Right. Somebody screaming help. Verse 39, it says, and knew not until the flood came.
So they're not going to know prophecy. They're not even going to take heed to it. They will scoff. They'll walk by. Yeah, whatever. You have to understand that's the nature of man.
Right.
They're proud. They're untamed animals without an owner. So they're going to act like that. And what do you do with dogs? Like you put them down.
Absolutely.
These people are animals. So we're really showcasing the separation in the spirit when it comes to creation. That's why it's so important to understand the covenant line. It's so important to understand where we come from as a people instead of trying to be merged and unified and coexist with heathens.
Right.
We're fucking coexisting with you, vocab.
Yeah.
I asked ChatGPT who is vocab. This shit said vocab Malone's real name is Joseph Vaca.
Oh shit.
I said, where you get that name from? And it was like, well, there's a discrepancies of what his true name is. Some say John Mark Reiser, because IUIC started that. Then others say it's John Joseph Vaca. So to me, that's agent activity.
Yeah.
When they scrub your identity, and now I just asked AI, not thinking twice about it, and it gave me a whole different name.
But I wouldn't believe IUIC because they're agents too.
Exactly. They're all set. Yeah. They're all set up against the house of David. So the house of it's like we're all with my man Locks and Sheik back to back. We're all back to back. All the brothers, we're all back to back. We're all here fighting and building, just like in the time of Nehemiah.
Right.
Hammer in one hand, sword in the other.
Yep.
You know, Bible in one hand, book in it. You know what I mean? So it's just we got a full-time job because everyone's against us.
Oh, it says that everybody's anti.
Yep.
It's that,
First John.
Yep. They're all evil, bro.
First John, not the little John.
Right. Back in Matthew 24 and 39, and knew not until the flood came.
They didn't know nada.
Damn.
They're not thinking. They're just chewing without blinking.
Oh my goodness.
Slides.
Drinking till they black out.
Do-rags.
Man.
All right. Sand and ass. Corny music. You know how many times I see Jake in the car and it's women driving, but then it's a women rapper on the radio and Jake just sitting in the passenger seat.
Looking through. Man. Just like that. And it says, and took them all away.
Took them all away.
Except for Noah.
And his sons.
And his family.
Which preserved our line
Yeah.
through Shem. Okay? Because when you go to Genesis 10, it goes into the line of Shem, mentions the line of Ham, and then from there it immediately goes into the account of the Tower of Babel.
Yep.
See? The heathen always have this demon of coming against our God in a one world unification. That's what you have to understand. This mark through AI is going to be used to attempt to unify the world through the Tower of Temptation.
Yeah.
All right? Because that's what it is. It's going to be the hour of temptation, and they want to tempt you to become online.
Yeah.
You know, because that's going to be the thing, like getting your registry. Are you registered? Now you got to get scanned. And where's your classification?
Yep.
What number do you fall under? You're going to be the barcode now.
Yeah. Like Esau, he's literally making a whole new world, and people are like, you know, they're just asleep, you know?
He wants everyone to have an avatar to it.
Yeah.
That's what's literally taking place. So that's why when you were born, they gave you what?
Social Security number.
A Social Security number. And you know what? When Social Security number came out?
Was it?
After the Great Depression.
Okay, yeah.
Because they wanted to secure finances. So they created a Social Security number after the Great Depression to put everybody on a system.
Wow.
Then they gave it to you in the thinnest piece of parchment paper, and it's illegal to laminate it, you know?
Now they gonna put it on this.
Yep.
Oh, excuse me, slack it. My bad. It's right here.
Which they got the infrastructure they just sent through Nero, where all your number, they call it machine license, which when you're licensed you show now. So everything that you physically have is now going to be compiled into one.
Wow.
He's gonna compress your data.
New digital era.
Yeah. What'd you say, brother?
Digitized.
Yep. He's gonna digitize you.
Digimon.
He's gonna Digimon you.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's gonna catch them all too.
Digital monster.
Yep.
For real,
Yep.
man. And it says, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
So we're in a time where the lifestyle that we are rebuking and seeing is also the same lifestyle that was predestinated to be taking place before Yahushai's return.
Man.
So it's best to not riot with these people, man.
Yeah.
Don't be out here with these people, man. You know? You mess around, go to the bar, and you could commit adultery.
Yeah.
You know? Shit can happen.
But the flesh, the flesh has a mind of its own.
Yep.
You know, that's why you got to realize that your spirit, you know, trapped temporarily in this sinful flesh.
Yep.
You know?
Things are out here looking to get you. And you are most popular. You remember you said that? You was telling me about some shit you were dealing with at work? And you said, man, I feel famous.
Yeah.
Because everything is about you.
Yeah.
So you always can't look at your battle like, oh man, what the fuck? You gotta look at it like, damn, I'm popular.
Yeah.
You know? Don't worry, I'll take care of it.
Yep.
Papa's here. God, I've done that before on people. Oh, thank you. Yeah, get the fuck back, human. Because they need a leash. So sometimes you gotta like eloquently check them professionally, and then they fall back. Because they're beasts. They're animals. A dog ain't always set up to do the right thing.
Actually, I
What
got
you getting?
Sirach 17.
Yeah. Yeah, we can go into that real quick, and then we can end some prophecy.
This is Sirach 17, and
1.
Okay, verse 1. It says, the Lord created man of the earth and turned him into it again.
Yes, so meaning lived and died. But when man was created, it was only out of the Anamites, all right, or earth people, because now we're color people. I don't know if I was talking to myself or someone about it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but right now we're called humans. Hue means what? Color. So we're called color people. But back then, Adam from the dirt, right? Earth. So we were like called earth people, earth nation. We all came from the dirt, birthed through the water. Like now, our water broke. While we're being created, we're not even breathing in air. You know?
Damn.
So back then, when man was created on the 5th day, man and woman, okay, man and woman, all right? There was in particular man out of man that was given the breath of life, which was deemed Adam, or the first Adam, because he had the breath of life, and that was Yahushai. So that was wisdom coming down, because it said, let us create man in our image, as let it be done on earth as it is in heaven. Meaning the orders in heaven, that image needs to play out on earth. Not just, I'm black, so you black.
Right.
No, meaning This is how we operate here on earth in a heavenly manner. Okay?
That's right.
Keep going.
And it reads, verse 2, he gave them few days in a short time.
Yeah, and a few days, even back when they were living hundreds of years. But the days became fewer when the Lord had to put a limit on man.
Yep.
Because they were so wicked. Even the sons of God. The sons of God were wicked, you know?
And it reads, and power also over the things they're in. He endued them with strength by themselves.
Well, they were going into the women, and you know, the culture was odd. Their mind was evil continually.
Yeah.
You know, so they were doing things that were unseemly to the Lord. That's why the Lord had to just do away with it all.
Right.
Just like now, because the sons of God are who? Nelly.
Yeah.
This nigga was like because I saw the thing. He's like an hour away, you know, over and over again. Like the 50. You know, LeBron, right? People like that.
Right.
Those are the sons of God. Kai Cenat, the nigga that was
short ass nigga.
right. That's, you know, exactly all these little folly set in great dignities.
Man.
Those are just the sons of God. They're getting the women and
Yep.
but they ain't serving their God.
Yeah.
Like Noah did, like Shem did. Because you got to think about it. When it was Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, you got to also understand, going back to the line being preserved, there's certain characteristics that men have that you know the Lord's with them. Enos, calling on the name. The Lord was dealing with him.
Right.
Abraham, the Lord was dealing with him. Even before that, Noah. That's why they said, oh, this man, he's going to take away the curse from the land. But they didn't mention the other sons from the other men that came before Noah. And then it went to who? Shem. So Shem had to show characteristics of the priesthood. So then now I'm just speaking based off me reading as a man. So you would think back then, Noah had to be dealing more with Shem in the servitude compared to Ham and Japheth. Because going back, even though we have a line, not everyone in that lineage is raised up as that judge or leader for that line. You see? So this is why it's so important for us that have been awoken, that we're being raised up as a judge in this covenant line as well.
It's like when you have kids.
Yep.
You say, that one's a little slow.
Yep.
I can't.
Yep.
I can't leave him in charge of
Yep.
everything.
Yeah.
But see how simple it is?
Yeah.
But you see how much Christianity has tried to confuse that?
He's a little irresponsible.
Exactly.
He chases after girls too much.
Yep. I'm gonna give the business to him.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why you got the prodigal son. Because even those that are chosen, they had to come back. See? Bro, this thing is deep. It's beautifully deep. That's why we gotta stop allowing heathen neighbors to try to interject in our family affairs. Spiritually, shut the fuck up. This has nothing to do with you. You know what a heathen would be if they were at the barbecue? They'd be in the line, and then when they go to get their burger, they would say, "There ain't no cheese. You ain't got no cheese for the burger."
Not
Like
for
they're just not appreciative of what's being served.
Right.
Because it ain't set up for them to eat with us. They're supposed to be serving us. They're supposed to bring the fucking cheese.
Yeah.
You know?
They're nothing. The scriptures, they say that the heathen are nothing.
There's a drop of a bucket.
Yeah, bro.
That's why they were nothing when they got wiped out.
Yeah.
You know? Even in the midst with the sons of God. Which the sons of God came from the lineage of Shem as well.
Right.
You know? But it specified Noah and his 3 sons.
Right.
But you got to think, the sons of God had to be Methuselah's, Lamech. When you think about it, because it says, when you go into it, look, when you go to Genesis, look, it says, watch this. Matter of fact, can you read it, brother, my voice? Can you go to Genesis 5, and can you just start at 21? Watch, I want to make this point, and then we're going to go back, because what are you holding again, brother?
Sirach 17.
Yeah, good. Read that, brother.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 5, verse 21.
Right, like put yourself there, watch.
And Enoch lived 65 years and begat Methuselah.
Boom, so now Methuselah.
And Enoch walked with the Most High.
See, so Enoch was in a spirit of a priesthood, like Jacob. Jacob had the spirit of serving his God, not Esau. Abel had the spirit of serving his God, unlike Cain.
You have to be in a position.
You had to be, the Lord had to program you to have that, which sets up who the Lord is dealing with. Keep going.
And Enoch walked with the Most High after he begat Methuselah.
And he prophesies, which the records that we only use for Enoch is found in Titus. Is it Titus or Jude? Jude. Thank you. Jude. Keep going.
And he begat Methuselah 300 years and begat sons and daughters.
Boom. So Methuselah has sons and daughters, but no sons or daughters are specifically named.
Right, they were pointed out.
Like in the time of Chronicles.
Right.
Literally, because those are Israelites.
Right.
But right here, this is the establishment of the ancestry, but not every son or daughter of these Shemites is being recorded by name. Keep going.
You're not being isolated.
Of importance.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Yep. Keep going.
And Enoch walked with the Most High, and he was not, for the Most High took him.
Yep, the Lord took Enoch, one of our beautiful, devoted forefathers. That's our relatives. Keep going.
And Methuselah lived 187 years.
While having sons and daughters.
Yeah.
Having sons and daughters. So now we're starting to understand where the sons of God came from. See? Keep going.
And begat Lamech.
Now out of the sons and daughters, one became Lamech. Out of the sons and daughters with multiple wives. You westernized women. Keep going.
And Methuselah lived, and he begat Lamech 782 years, and begat sons and daughters.
Boom. Now Lamech, 782 years, sons and daughters. None are mentioned specific. Not every son or daughter is mentioned.
Right.
I'll say it like this. Not every son's mentioned. Keep going.
And all the days of Methuselah were 969 years, and he died.
Keep going.
And Lamech lived 182 years and begat a son. And he called his name Noah.
Boom! So right there, in that process of hundreds of years, all these sons were recorded, but none by name until Noah. Because that's who the Lord was dealing with. So this is where we get in Genesis 6 the sons of God. Because they're coming from this line which will ultimately be Shemitic.
Yep.
Okay? They're coming from this in particular lineage.
That chosen lineage.
The chosen lineage that ultimately would be known as Shemites, before Shem, if you will. Watch, keep going.
And he called his name Noah, saying, the same shall comfort us concerning our work and toil of our hands, because of the ground which the Lord had cursed.
Because of the time of Adam. Listening to Eve. Okay?
Yep.
So right here is an example to show you that not only does the Lord only use certain men amongst a chosen line, that the people of that line are also looking for a chosen one.
Right.
So at that time, Noah was a savior. So he was set up to preserve that line, and it followed through Shem. Even though there were all these sons and daughters, and then they got pretty ass women, but they weren't set up to serve the Lord, even though they were acquainted because of their father. Their lineage was coined them sons of God. But it was only through Noah, and then from Noah, it was Shem. See? So that's a beautiful example to show you how the Lord works, like even now.
Right.
That's why not every Israelite was set up. That's why in the time of Judges, only certain men were raised up. Ehud.
Right.
You know, Jephthah, Gideon.
Yep.
You know? So when you look at Yahushai,
Right.
Yahushai, the prophecy, because within Israelite man being raised up or judged for our line, our lineage, there was specifically prophecy of one man to be raised up to pardon and forgive sins. That's who we were looking for in the time of Yahushai. That's why Nathaniel, I believe, told Philip, we have found him. So that's why it's so important to understand how the Lord works even amongst his own people, you know? So where are we back?
In Sirach 17.
Yeah.
Back in Sirach 17.
That's edifying to me, you know?
Sirach 17 in verse 3. He endued them with strength by themselves,
Yep.
and made them according to his image,
Yep.
and put the fear of man upon all flesh, and gave him dominion over beasts and fowls.
Which we're going to have that dominion, because when Noah got off the ark, it was told to Noah that he had dominion over flesh.
Right.
So we're going to have that in the kingdom. Like we mentioned earlier, like you ain't going to have flies around your food. Bees, landing, mosquito. You ain't gonna have a mosquito bite. You ain't gonna have bed bugs in the kingdom.
For real.
You know, you're not gonna deal with lights flickering unless a lit candle.
Yeah.
You know, from Palo Santo sap that you had a heathen make with a specific wick that you like. You know what I'm saying? Though, like you're not gonna go through the things that are happening now. That's why it's the curses right now. Keep going.
And it reads, verse 5. They received the use of the 5 operations of the Lord, and in the 6th place, he imparted them understanding.
Yeah, like that's why I came out with that movie, Sixth Sense.
Right.
I see that, baby. But now we can see dead people.
Right.
Because we can see that we were once spiritually dead too.
It's probably not plugged in all the way.
Okay. Got it. Damn. Hurt just doing that. See, you're not going to have that pain in the kingdom, you know? It's on. Oh. Yeah, gotta check the light.
Oh, okay.
It's good. Read that again.
It says, they received the use of the 5 operations of the Lord.
Right, touch, taste, smell. What is it? Touch, taste, smell, see, hear. You know? Where right now people are so carnal that if it smells good, they trust it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why are you smelling everything? It's my strongest sense.
Right.
I'm serious. I've witnessed people tell me that because they're not spiritually inclined to understand. It was crazy within this walk. We hardly guess it right anyway.
Yeah.
Like I got a saying. I say I might be right. I might be wrong. I've been wrong in the past. Shit. I ain't like I ain't been wrong. You know. I thought someone was gonna win. They didn't. But it's like here it is. We hardly judge it right. But even in the midst of that, we have spiritual inclination to judge a matter correctly.
Right.
In the spirit. Like Acts 5. This is why we need the Holy Spirit. We need the Holy Spirit in these bodies. All right, keep going.
And it says,
oh, and then carnally, touch, taste, smell, see, hear. Jake can do all those things carnally, but then that prophecy, they can't do it spiritually. Yep. They can't spiritually hear.
Yeah. And it says, and in the 6th place, he imparted them understanding.
Yep.
And in the 7th, speech and interpretation of, an interpreter of the cogitations thereof.
Woo! That's high level.
Counsel and a tongue and eyes, ears and a heart gave he them to understand. Withal he filled them with the knowledge of understanding, and shewed them good and evil.
Wow, that's us.
He set his eye upon their hearts, that he might shew them the greatness of his works. He gave them to glory in his marvelous acts forever, and they might declare his works with understanding.
That's us.
Oh, it's more.
Yeah, because 17.
Oh, yeah. Verse 10, and the elect shall praise his holy name.
So we're set apart based off the spiritual understanding we have compared to the rest of these people. You have to understand that. Right now, when you look, you have to look. These people have the characteristics of animals.
Yeah.
They legitimately have the characteristics of animals. Even Jake is called a wild bull in the net.
Yeah.
You know? A strong ass.
Brute beast.
Brute beast. See? Monsters. So we're set apart based off the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that will give us stability in the time coming.
That's right. Sirach 17 and 10. And the elect shall praise his holy name.
And the holy name is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Rakak Wadash. So we've been given a very special, beautiful prophetic gift that protects us. It ain't about just putting it on a shirt, you know?
Right.
To me, that seems like in vain. You know, I could be wrong, but it says, take my name in vain.
Yeah.
He's putting it on a shirt.
Yeah.
Then it's in Old English. Who uses Old English?
It's like what they do when somebody dies. They put you on a t-shirt and wear you all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like,
that's vain.
Are you really remembering them? Or
Yes.
No.
You know?
And it reads, let me keep going.
Yeah.
Verse 11. Beside this, he gave them knowledge and the law of life for inheritance.
That's to Israel. The law of life was given to Israel. This is how we're to govern the world as a chosen. Do you know how important it is to understand that the Creator had a son, and then then created a chosen nation in the midst of other nations to govern the rest of creation? Do you truly understand that, man? See, Jake that wants to bring in heathens, they're not set up to understand that. They don't see the spiritual authority within that, the order within that. And what proves Christianity's false is everybody joined themselves together in the Tower of Babel.
Right.
And what happened?
Right. The Lord destroyed it. You know? And it says, verse 12, he made an everlasting covenant with them and shewed them his judgments.
I have not dealt so with any other nation.
That's right.
See?
That's plain.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, when we go down, it says it. I'm just keep reading. 13, their eyes saw the majesty of his glory.
Right. Remember in the wilderness, pillar by fire by a night, you know,
and a cloud by day.
Thank you. Cloud by day.
And a pillar of fire by night. And it reads, and their ears heard his glorious voice. And he said unto them, beware of all unrighteousness. And he gave every man commandment concerning his neighbor. Their ways are ever before him and shall not be hid from his eyes.
So the Lord is constantly watching us.
That's right.
Like when a parent is at a park and you see your child playing, what are you doing?
Yeah, you watching out for your
To where you're over here and you watch your child look back and you go, see? You wave from the distance.
Yep.
Because there's a spiritual connection that you call emotion that you two have now of a bond. You know? Even a woman, you'll see that with people. They be like I've seen videos of somebody walking through the crowd that says, when you don't see your friends, and he walking through, and he see him, he run to him.
Yep.
There's a spiritual connection. Do not let these heathens trying to interrupt that, man. That shit makes me mad thinking about it.
Yeah, bro. That's why ultimately they want to put that seed inside of everybody.
Yep.
To take off that spiritual connection. Just like with that jump shot. That took away the they call it the
God gene.
God gene.
Yeah.
It's somewhere like in the pineal gland.
Where your faith. That's what an IUIC member, he said he felt like his faith was taken away.
See?
Why ain't nobody talking about that?
Come on, man.
That leadership of IUIC told their congregation they could take it. ISBK told you to take it, and then an individual gave a testimony how he said after taking it from IUIC that he felt like his faith was gone.
Man, that's scary, bro.
But it's like sometimes I think of it like in the scriptures, like like when the Lord calls out to us, and then I got Isaiah 6:8, and it says, also I heard the voice of the Lord saying, whom shall I send, and who will go for us? Then I said, here I am, send me. It's like a child saying, here I am. You'd be like, where you at? I'm right here. Here I am. So it's like, that's him calling us.
Yeah, in that reading, I think that's either Isaiah or an angel. But the point is, even the angels show that characteristic.
Right.
Even the angels say, hey, I'll go.
Right. Right.
So that's a good point. So at the end of the day, they can't. Carnality is trying to control spirituality.
Yeah.
And it can't happen because it was spiritual before carnal.
Right.
Like they say, the chicken or the egg, it had to be the chicken.
There you go. That's right. Just like with a like a rule book, it had to be thought of before it got written down.
Right. I always say that, like, we gotta go to the vet. Well, what did animals do before the vet?
Exactly.
And just like, not to go deep, but when you think about when we were created, when man got created, we didn't just all come out here as newborns. Right. We had to come out. Man had to come out with a fullness to them to be able to walk, move, operate. Yeah. Now we'll get that full understanding in the kingdom. It's not necessary to go into, let me think about it. Right. Like break down Ephraim.
Right.
Break down the tribe of Ephraim. But the point is you gotta put it in that perspective. Like you didn't just all come out here and there's a bunch of babies on the ground.
Right.
It makes sense.
Right.
It makes sense.
Back in Sirach 17 and 16,
because years ago, I had read this book. I never found it again. I don't. But I read this book. But basically, it was a book about Amalek, stating that in the beginning, man was created. They were like children, and the Jewish people came on a ship to Earth, and they taught men understanding. No, that's what that's what they claim. But when you think about it, on the right hand, man were childlike. That's why the Father sent the Spirit of Yahweh Shai, being the breath of life, and that helped man have understanding.
Right.
Ariyah, lion. You know what I mean? Bear.
Right.
You know, I can't remember how you say bear. Zab, bear. So you know what I mean? Like, poison, snake.
Yeah.
So like, because people are gonna, like children.
Right.
It falls on the ground.
They have no wisdom.
You like, get that. Put that down.
Yeah.
That's man.
Right.
That's why us it's so important that we've been given this knowledge and understanding inspired from the heavens so that we can operate on earth in order.
Right.
That's all this is. It's about order's sake. Man is fighting against you to coexist in chaos.
Yeah. That's right.
That's why we got to beat him.
Right.
That's right.
Sirach 17:16. Every man from his youth is given to evil, neither could they make to themselves fleshly hearts for stony. For in the division of the nations of the whole earth, he set a ruler over every people, but Israel is the Lord's portion.
You can read that again.
Okay. Sirach 17:17. For in the division of the nations of the whole earth.
When was that division? You got to think about in the time of the Babel.
Right.
Everyone got scattered,
right.
But we preserved the holy tongue. Because everyone spoke the Lashwan Kodash, but then through that, in Genesis 11, they had to get confounded because they were unifying to go against the Lord, not serve the Lord. See? So they got confounded. But then the Lord showed his lineage of chosen through us. Because that's in Genesis 10, they mentioned Shem.
Right.
See?
Right.
That's why we're going into lineage. You know?
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And it reads, it says, he set a ruler over every people.
And then someone says, well, Esau was Shem, right? Well, so is Elam.
Right.
But Esau being Shem, that's why you got to understand what happened in the garden. I'll put enmity.
Right.
So Cain came back as Esau, even though he came through Shem, but he came back, Cain came back as Esau, but he couldn't do what Cain did to Abel.
Right.
And he had to play his part out now, you know?
That's why he wants his birthright back.
Yep.
You see, because he's not the chosen. He sold his birthright.
Yep.
You know?
But he thinks legally that's how he can buy his way back in.
And it reads, verse 17, but Israel is the Lord's portion.
Yeah, that's why the Lord agreed with that covenant, that vow that they made.
Yep.
And then what proved it is when Isaac blessed Jacob as the firstborn.
That's right.
That's what solidified it. Because hypothetically, let's say Esau, which it's not going to happen because the elect, Esau so-called got his birthright back, so-called, he's got everybody see him.
Yeah.
But that don't mean that the Lord acknowledged him as the firstborn.
Right.
And that's why the elect is that ace. That ace, you know what I mean?
Ace
like
in the pocket.
Thank you.
He's carnal.
He's carnal.
Esau's carnal. He thinks that he can carnally save himself.
Yeah.
Because he thinks he's the most high.
Yeah.
He's on, buddy.
He's got God envy.
Yeah.
It's a badass child.
Yeah. He was created to be this way.
Yeah.
He was created.
Spoiled rotten.
Yep. Esau's got God envy. Eve's got rod envy.
It says Romans 9, he's the vessel unto dishonor.
Yeah.
But the Lord is raising, Esau being the new Pharaoh today's time, because we're in Egypt all over again. He's hardening Esau's heart to show his power.
He has to.
You know?
That's why it says good is set against evil. This has to play out because the end was declared from the beginning.
Yep.
So the Most High's words don't come back void, bro.
This is a perfect movie.
It is.
Damn.
That's why the best thing to do is remain humble.
Yeah, bro.
Just remain humble.
And it goes on to say, verse 18, whom being his firstborn.
We're literally woken up to be with fellow joint heirs of a chosen lineage.
Man.
You're a chosen of the line. You're of the chosen line. I'm of the chosen line.
Man.
Brothers and sisters of the chosen line. So now we're here together as a spiritual family, as a chosen line.
That's right. That's right, bro.
So act chosen.
Right. Because right here, it said, verse 18, it says, whom being his firstborn, talking about Israel. But here it is, Esau came out first. Even though he's the first carnally. But spiritually, it's us.
But it said the elder shall serve the younger.
Right.
See?
Right, so
it's always,
right.
See?
You know?
David wasn't the firstborn.
But he was chosen.
See?
See?
Oh,
And
Abel wasn't the firstborn.
see, but come on, man. It makes sense why it says that the elect, they've been preordained before the earth.
Exactly.
They've already been chosen. It's just a matter of things being played out here on earth.
Exactly.
You know? Verse 18. It says, whom being his firstborn, he nourisheth with discipline.
And that's what we deal with.
And giving him the light of his love, doeth not forsake him.
So we're not forsaken. Fear not my worm Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
You know? At the end of the day, we're not forsaken. Once you start really tapping in to your national spiritual identity, your faith muscle grows.
That's right.
Like, man, I got Yahweh Shema Shai.
That's right.
Just like David said, this uncircumcised Philistine.
That's right.
You know? This uncircumcised Philistine. Yeah. We're about to...
It says that, what's that? It says, the Lord changed not, ye sons of Jacob not consumed.
Yep.
So, hey, we Israel regardless.
Even though they want to...
No, go ahead.
Even though they want to eat you as bread.
There you go.
You know?
But even though we're Israel, we still want to be of that elect number. You know?
Exactly. We want to be of the elect, sir.
That's right. That's
Remember?
right. The best of the best of the best.
Sir.
And it says, verse 20, verse 19. Therefore all their works are as the sun before him.
The Lord's watching right now.
There you go.
The Lord watching right now. Every step you take, every breath you take, I'll be watching you.
Yeah.
You know that song? That's by Sting, right? Or who's that by?
Sting and the Police.
Yeah. You know that song's about a stalker?
Oh, shit.
It's actually about a stalker. He said he got mad they used that at a wedding.
Damn.
But the Lord watching us.
Right.
You know, the Lord is watching us. And you got to remember that. You know?
That's funny. I didn't know that.
And
And it says, I'm sorry.
yeah, I would say we're good on that if you want to jump now
Okay.
to those closing precepts. Just for edification, you had about, is this the man?
Oh, yeah, Isaiah. Yeah, yep. There we go.
Because that's what you're going to see who the chosen is and who unchosen is. Because people think Esau's chosen. People really think that this so-called white man is chosen. This weak-ass, undone piece of chicken.
Yeah.
You know?
Isaiah 14:10 says, all they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we?
This is what's going to happen to Esau after the chosen is set up.
Art thou become like unto us? Excuse me. Verse 11, thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vials. The worms spread under thee, and the worms cover thee.
Yep.
How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer?
Oh, light bearer. This light bearer, Mr. Illuminati, trying to take my body.
Yep.
Right? So he's trying to illuminate himself now through artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
Which that's another sword he's going to fall on.
And it says, son of the morning, how art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations?
Prophecy. Prophecy's going to cut Esau down, not us. Prophecy. So us as a chosen, we're serving our God before our God sends his son, our savior, back to defeat the wicked, to deliver us as the chosen. That's why he's going to separate the sheep from the goat.
There you go.
The wheat from the tare.
Right.
You know, black Edomites.
Yeah. It's a lot of them out here.
You might get to the kingdom and find out one of your worst Jake girlfriends was an Edomite.
Yep. Real.
Or best. I really love that black girl because she was a heathen.
Truly, bro. Verse 13.
There's heathens out here that look like us.
Oh, yeah.
Be in the midst of us, hanging with us.
Oh, yeah.
I remember this one Jake, he was see me, he'd be like, "What up, dog?" And I'll just be like, I don't even talk like that. I don't present myself in that manner.
Right.
So for him to like stereotypically address me as a black person,
Yep.
I said that nigga might be a tear,
Yeah,
man.
bro.
You know what I mean? You be seeing dudes, I'm like, I don't think that's a Jake. Because he'll be right with Esau. He don't fuck with you, don't want to talk to you. He don't want to address you. Oh, that's probably a tear, man.
But on the flip side of that coin, you got Jake that look like heathens.
Yep.
That's how, bro. That's how powerful the Lord is, bro.
And they be winning amongst Esau.
Oh, yeah.
And Esau so carnal, he don't know there's a nigga under that skin. You know what I'm saying? Like he think that this Brad's good.
Nah, dude, that's watermelon, man.
Right. Brad's dad's light skin and Brad's dad's dad is dark skin.
Right.
You know?
I'll be.
Yep.
Back in Isaiah 14:13. For thou hast said in thine heart, right? Because the heart is deceitful above all things, you know?
But he's programmed.
Yeah, to think like that.
He's programmed this way. Because who else is going to fulfill it?
Right.
He's the head of the crafty council.
Makes
Psalms
sense.
83?
Yep. Esau got to be that wicked vessel.
Yep. Uncle E.
Oh yeah, I ain't hear that in a minute. It says, "I will ascend into heaven. It says, I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation."
God envy.
Yeah.
That's God envy. But if the Lord said through Obadiah, once he claims to set his nest amongst the stars, that's when I'll bring him down.
Yep.
So Esau claiming he landed on the moon in 1969 was the order to now bring him down.
That's right.
And Esau's on borrowed time, man. So he's on his way out of here. And this is really the time that we're in now. You could keep going. We'll end it off on that because I think it goes into the nukes.
Yes.
The besom.
And it says, I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north.
Proud, the most proud amongst his fellows.
Yeah.
Esau's proud, man. Remember when Trump, in his first term, he
Yeah.
moved everyone out the way
Yeah.
and he stood up. You know, Esau, American Edomites are very proud.
Oh man, the proud the few.
And they're dirty too.
Commercial.
Yeah,
There you go.
they're dirty.
Yeah.
When you really look ground level, the only thing that's got Esau still winning is media. Media makes America look great.
Oh yeah,
But
bro.
when you actually go there or you're in the midst of them, you're like,
Yeah.
damn, put your cigarette out.
Yeah.
Serious.
And it reads, verse 14, "I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High."
Claimed he landed on the moon.
This is mindset, bro.
Thor's planet's called Asgard,
Right. Yep.
who sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself he's Asgard.
Mm-hmm. "Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit.
Yep.
They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee,
So now in the kingdom, this is how heathens are going to react to Esau.
saying,"
Because we're going to put heathens over Esau.
yeah, right.
We're gonna put heathens over Esau for labor.
That's right.
You know,
Just like Esau does do to us.
they use the iris. I think
Oh wow. See,
some overseers.
that makes sense.
I think I'll double check. You know,
And it reads, and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms?
exactly,
Like we were reading it earlier, he took peace from the earth.
exactly.
This is him who dropped the bomb on Ammon,
Yep.
you know, who put us in child slavery.
Dr. Quaz.
That verse 17, that made the world as a wilderness
Yep.
and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners.
Oh, this sounds like deforestation, third world countries,
Yeah.
famines, world hunger. Do you know at the 2021, I think it was like a UN meeting that all the nations voted is, did I mention this before? That all the nations voted if food was a human right, and every nation voted yes except for two, and that was Babylon and Amalek. In 2021, they voted is food a human right?
Wow.
Meaning, as a human, you have the right to have access to food.
Right.
And two nations said no, Babylon and Amalek.
Because I think they had the opportunity to stop world hunger.
See?
Wow. Come on, man. See, that alone is showing that, come on, that's Esau right there. If not, where and who is he? Isaiah 14 and 18. All the kings of the
That nigga
nation.
gonna get cup of noodles in the kingdom.
If that.
If that.
Right.
You know?
For real. Get that nigga roots he like to eat.
Right.
Them juniper roots.
Yeah, who knows? Right. Who knows what diet he's gonna be
Real.
allowed? Because that's wicked to me. Because even there's laws about leave some grapes.
For the homeless.
Yeah, and even say he took them all.
Yeah.
You know, in Jeremiah 49.
Mhm.
So it's like we're gonna see what he's gonna be allowed to eat. Because what's
Right.
crazy is not crazy, but what's beautiful is we're still gonna be righteous with the law. You know, we're not gonna be so emotionally wrecked of vengeance that we break the law for punishing him.
Right.
We're in the new covenant in us. You know, so even under us, he's still gonna get something.
We're going to give him just enough so he can get his ass back to work.
Exactly.
Just like he did with us.
Exactly.
Yep.
But he's not gonna be forced to eat unclean food
Right.
like
Right.
we had
So
to.
he done in righteousness.
Exactly. That's a cut to me. That even after everything that was done, you're still gonna be handled legally. A legal ass whooping though.
And then after that, he's gonna be, done away with.
Yep.
Man.
3% body fat.
There you go. Right.
Right.
3% body fat. Do you know what you gotta do to have 3% body fat?
You got the Bruce Lee body.
Very disciplined. Back in Isaiah 14 and verse 19.
Or be disciplined.
Right. Yeah.
By the rod of iron.
Yeah.
Indoctrinating them.
Damn. It was Isaiah 14 and verse let's see here. 18. All the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, everyone in his own house. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch.
Yeah, because these nations have land too. So after the 1,000 years, things are going to start to get settled and this and operate. But Esau don't get that because the house of David, I believe it might be Judah, but within that, we're going to absolve the land of Edom.
Yeah, it said Judah, I believe.
Thank you.
Yep.
We're gonna absolve the land of Edom. So Esau ain't gonna have his own land. He's gonna be the worst of the heathens in the midst of that 1,000 years, because he'll be done away with after the 1,000 years. See?
Right. And it reads, in verse 19, and as the raiment of those that are slain.
So he's gonna be always looked at as unclean, like Ricky's shirt.
Yeah.
Unclean remnant.
Yeah. Thrust through with the sword that go down to the stones of the pit as a carcass trodden underfoot.
He's going to be as an unclean vessel.
Ooh. Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people. The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned. Prepare slaughter. Oh, we ain't bring this out in a minute.
Yep.
Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers.
So Esau's going to experience that in the kingdom.
That's right.
Because the Edomites here are going to be vanquished.
Yes.
So when they're born back, they're gonna be punished for what their forefathers did here in Babylon, here in pre-Babylon, Amalek, Greek, Rome.
Damn.
They're gonna be born back into punishment for what they did as their fathers in the past life.
Because that's them.
Because that's
coming
them.
back.
But they're gonna experience it where? In our kingdom.
Damn.
Just
like we had to pay for what our forefathers did.
Yep.
Going off.
We can end it there.
Okay. You still want that Beeson one?
Okay. Yeah.
I just because you mentioned earlier.
Yep.
I'm gonna jump down.
Okay.
Jump down to. I'm gonna finish this.
Okay.
Verse 21. That they do not rise nor possess the land.
See, they're not, what land? The land of Edom, coming back and having rights as a nation on earth, if you will, meaning land of Moab, the land of Ham, because nations have lands, but we also have promised land, which is going to expand too.
That's right.
Our land's going to expand.
And it reads, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Yep. White
verse
supremacy.
Right. That's right.
Ain't gonna be no white supremacy in the kingdom. And really, when you think about it, unless someone has done something to become a leopard, there ain't gonna be so-called white skin in the kingdom.
Right.
It's gonna be because the white skin came from Cain as a clean leopard, as a sign to show him being cursed.
Yeah.
But people on this side think blonde hair and so-called white skin is attractive.
Yeah.
No, that's actually leprosy.
Yeah, bro.
And the Bible calls leper's hair yellow.
Yeah.
But then they say, no, this is blonde.
Yeah, that's yellow.
Bitch, that's yellow.
That's yellow. For real.
It was all yellow.
Then he call it dirty blonde.
Yeah,
that's dirty yellow.
Yep.
I'm gonna skip down to verse 23. I will also make it a possession for the bittern and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction.
Yeah, so we went into an insight of future judgment on Edom, but it's not going to take place until this place is swept as a besom for destruction.
Right.
Okay?
It's right here. The ledger says Babylon to be cut off.
See? So we're waiting for it to be cut off, and we just got insight to what's going to happen when Esau is in our kingdom. So we end it there. We end it there. So Lord's will, you brothers and you few sincere sisters was edified through the Spirit as we were. Yep. And we just want to say, Call Halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Hakakodash. Double honors to our elders, bishops, and apostles of Great Millstone that do well. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect. With that being said, Shalom.